Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. I really appreciate you taking a time out of the day to attend this session. My name is Vishal, and I'm the Content and Creative Lead at 42 Gears. 42 Gears offers a wide range of mobility solutions for enterprises to help increase workforce productivity and secure corporate data. So we are going to talk about digital signage management with SureMDM, and we will touch upon the digital signage solution from 42 Gears as well. But before we get started, I would like to mention that if you have any questions during the webinar, during the presentation, please drop them in the question box, and I would be more than happy to answer them at the end of the webinar. Let's get started. If you don't have any questions, we can get started right away. Okay, so this is what we are going to cover for next 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to cover what exactly is digital signage solution and why use digital signage using a mobile device. And we are also going to touch upon some of the real-time use case scenario of digital signage on mobile devices. We will focus a little bit more on our current customers that we have who are using these solutions. And also, of course, we will discuss about the problem of using mobile-based digital signage solution. So, as everyone knows, digital signage solution or digital signage as a term is quite commonly used term nowadays. With the constant development in technology, especially when it comes to mobile devices, businesses are slowly moving away from using the old traditional signage solution, which we come across quite often lately as well, like static advertisement posters or normal hoardings in the corner of the store, or it can be a printed banner outside the store. So digital signage solution or digital signage can be defined as the use of digital display technology to showcase like media content, especially we're talking about videos, images. It could be an audio file as well, and it's quite useful for delivering targeted content to audiences, as it allows you to play interactive content in a very subject-focused content, more visually oriented because we're talking about videos as well here, and very dynamic content. So if you look at it, the common use of digital signage solution can be seen around in different places, different spaces. Like they display advertisement, informational contents for products and services, and are generally seen around in stores. I think a lot of stores are currently using digital signage solution on mobile devices, and of course you will see them quite often if you visit trade shows or conferences. And also, I have seen a lot of them being used as kiosks in high traffic public areas. So why use digital signage solution on a mobile device? So we all know that you can set up digital signage using an extensive or digital signage focused setup using different solutions available in the market. But why use a mobile device for digital signage solution as a digital signage solution? To begin with, mobile devices, whether it is a smartphone we are talking about, as small as smartphone, it can be tablets of various sizes, and even a laptop in certain scenarios is quite portable. You can take it around wherever you want. I have seen it around nowadays. There are cab services. I have seen there are tablets attached to driver's seat, and the passenger can actually go through. They can pick and choose what they want to see on the tablet while they are on the journey. So, or it can be placed in a moving vehicle. It can also be placed in a smallest office, like in case you have a very small office, a very small lobby, and you want to put a digital signage solution there, you can use a small tablet or a phone. And of course, it can go to any corner of your retail store, or any service store or retail store as such. And of course, it doesn't need a huge setup and investment. We're talking about just buying, a simple low-cost tablet or a smartphone and using an appropriate digital signage app, and that's it. You can just, your digital signage is ready. So it's quite it doesn't require a lot of huge setup or investment. And of course, mobile devices and the supporting OS, Android, iOS, they constantly go through improvement and development. So, mobile as a digital signage tool becomes very versatile. And, its function as a digital signage can be reinvented again and again. So, it's a very very dynamic and a versatile tool. So one of the very clever use of mobile devices as a digital signage solution can be, for one very clever use is there are a lot of customers who are currently have their mobile workforce. They have workforce, or they have a kiosk put across, or self-service kiosk put across in different areas and different places. And they are constantly not being used. But if in case you want to extend your branding, extend your marketing across to those devices as well, it is quite possible with digital signage solution using a mobile device. So these are the few of the usages, and now we'll talk about real-time use case scenarios. Like this time we're going to focus a little bit more on the digital signage solution for mobile devices, which is offered by 42 here. So it's called SureVideo, because these focusing on this particular product will probably give you a fair idea about what are the use case scenarios, what are different organizations, different companies are using digital signage solution on mobile devices for their for their business, or for their services and so on. So if I go back and look at the customers that we have and the customers who are currently using our digital signage solution, a huge chunk of our customers who use this solution on mobile devices are a fast food chain, restaurants or independent restaurants who are using it to display their menu, their latest offering, or probably they are also using it to probably put an engaging video on the soup of the day or the dish of the day as such. And of course, you might have seen a lot of tablets being used to display video ads at lobbies of hotels, design houses, and even service stores. A huge telecom giant in Middle East, one of our customers, a huge telecom giant in Middle East, use tablets and our digital signage solution to play their latest ad. And when I say play, they don't play the videos which are locally there in the device. They actually stream YouTube videos in lockdown mode on tablets at their service stores, and especially places like Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And there are quite many, and they are quite common at departmental stores, like one of our biggest customer in UK. They use these solution in their departmental store in London for promotional videos or any kind of offers or products that they are they have sale on, or any kind of promotions they have at that time. And they are also currently being used in educational institutes. They are not basically used as digital signage, but in a way, this solution is used on the learning tablets, where they lock down the device and they specify they specify selected videos and audio files, and allow that only those files on the tablet, and they give it to the learner, so that they are digitalizing their learning content by offering their learners the ability and the freedom to choose what they want to learn, and without compromising on their on their learning, because you are kind of confining the learners to only specific allowed videos and audio files or images as well. So and of course, one very interesting use case scenario is by one of our South home security system in South America. It's a company who provide a tablet to their customer as an interface to control and monitor the home security. However, when these and they also use digital signage app to show informational videos helpful tips and details about their latest updates on the tablet when they are not in use. Um, and also one of our customers also using our digital signage solution, on a smartphone and using it for their VR experience for their audience. So if we will go through it. This particular solution that we offer that has specific feature for VR video, 360-degree videos as well. Um, and uh, and of course, there is a cruise who's using it to play synchronized and coordinated safety procedures to their passengers on arrival. So there are digital signage solutions across. However, if in case you use or kind of engage these devices and play synchronized and coordinated videos or images or anything, it is going to be a perfect solution. Like for example, how the cruise used it for the safety procedure display. Um, and if you look at it, these kind of setup is very versatile. If in case you are using it temporary for any kind of exhibition, like you want to purchase or you want to set up this particular setup for an exhibition which will last for a week or for probably 2 or 3 days. Post that also, we have seen a lot of businesses who find some other function of this particular setup in their business and they end up using it for different purposes altogether. So these are the real-time case scenarios. I hope I'm not going too fast. Please do let me know, or you can probably drop in a comment on screen if in case I'm going too fast. So we talked about use case scenario. These are the only few things that few case scenarios that I can talk about because of the crunch and the time that we have. And let's move on to the problem. We talked about all good things about digital signage solution on mobile devices, amazing use case scenarios. But of course, we know that we are using a mobile device for a huge function like digital signage, which are constantly subjected to attention and there's constant interaction. So it's obvious that these devices or this particular setup will have challenges. We talked about one of the benefits being portability of such kind of setup, but this could also be a challenge, especially when it comes to thefts. These are small devices which can easily be taken away. Of course, there would be device misuse, especially if in case you deploy these kind of setup without a proper lockdown solution, without a proper lockdown feature, because user will be able to dismiss the digital signage feature, and they can use it for other purpose. It could be using some other app or probably browse, or worse, they can also change the device settings. So these kind of unmonitored and unrestricted device use could also mean a huge data consumption, a higher data consumption, which eventually means that you will be paying more at the end of the month for your data. And of course, there is always a data security concern. There's always a concern for data misuse, and there are multiple instances. There would be multiple instances for sure where functionality obstructions because of a restricted interface, unrestricted interface on the device. And not to forget, if in case you are deploying these kind of solutions in huge numbers, so if in case you are putting it across to your 100 stores and you have 100 setup for digital signage on mobile devices, and you want to kind of synchronize all of it and probably be consistent in the overall presentation, that is also going to be a challenge because there will be a concern, there will be a possibility of inconsistency in device, not only in device but as well as digital signage settings. And of course, these, as we talked about, cell phones, smartphones, and mobile devices, they constantly go through, changes, development, especially when it comes to, changes in device app support and OS upgrades and so on. So it becomes very difficult for you to update and upgrade not only the content but the device settings itself. So basically, if you look at the challenges that we are talking about right now, that points towards the overall device management. How are you going to manage these digital signage solutions on mobile devices? So now let's look at let's look at a very specific. We're gonna move on to very specific about SureVideo. This is one of the digital signage solution that we offer from 42 years. So it is basically a video marketing tool. It is an excellent way to create an affordable and compact marketing tool because because if you set it up, it is very versatile. You can use you can play any kind of content, videos, audios, and images, anything as such. And it supports different devices. So if in case you download SureVideo from the Google Play Store, you can use it on Android tablets, you can use an Android smartphone, and you can also use an Android TV sticks. And if in case you download, from the App Store for iOS devices, you can use it on, iPads. And if in case you download it for Windows, you can even convert a laptop into a digital signage solution. And as you are talking about a very dynamic content, visual content, you can focus on targeted audience through the content of your choice. And you will get to know, we have a small demo at the end of this session. So you will know SureVideo is very easy to set up. And if in case you are talking about deploying 100 or more than that, thousands of devices, it is very easy to clone these settings and set up digital signage solution on these particular devices. And of course, analytics is very important. You can't just put a digital signage solution on the wall and think about things getting done. But you should also know which are those videos which are constantly being used or viewed by the audience, which videos are getting more attentions, which are not. So in a way, you need that analytics to move to the next level of digital signage. So that is also possible with SureVideo. And of course, SureVideo is quite versatile, and it is quite, we would say, if in case you want to use it, with an MDM, a mobile device management solution, to have a centralized management of these digital signage solutions, that is also very much possible with SureVideo. So let's look at what some of the features. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the SureVideo features, because it's very self-explanatory. We have talked about it already. It loops videos, images, and any media content automatically. It keeps on looping till the time you want to stop it, or till the time you schedule it to stop. And it also, if once you enable SureVideo on a particular tablet or a smartphone, and you allow certain videos to play, the users will not be able to do anything else on the device apart from viewing those videos or playing those videos or those media files. So it basically locks down the user and turns the device into a very purpose-specific device to play those videos, to those desired videos. It supports multiple formats. Of course, as the device is locked down, the users will not be able to change the system settings, so your devices are safe. No one will be able to make any changes. No one will be able to, launch an app, a different app which is not intended, and use that app. And it can be deployed easily on multiple devices. You will see that. And there are options for you to stream YouTube videos directly on a lockdown tablet. So think about it. You have a tablet, you have locked down, you are using it as a digital signage solution, and you have the option to kind of stream YouTube videos directly on that lockdown device. And of course, if in case you don't want to use SureVideo as as a digital signage solution, but you want to use it as a screensaver for certain kiosk or self-service stations, tablet-based self-service station, that is also possible. And the best thing about using SureVideo with an MDM solution is you can sit in one corner and you can remotely configure these devices. So so let's go through let's move to this other. Give me a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a small demo. What can you expect from this demo? So you will know how easy it is to use SureVideo. And you'll also see what else can you do with SureVideo, and you can also see, we will also go through how you can manage SureVideo with SureMDM. So if we'll talk about remote management here. So please note the focus would be on Android for now, because of the time crunch. However, similar functionalities are available on iOS and Windows devices as well. So if you have any certain questions, or if in case you'd like to explore more, you can go to our website and probably go through the details there. But for now, for this demo, we will focus only on the the Android device. So currently what I'm using is I am using a Lenovo device, right? And This is the Lenovo device we have, and a normal Lenovo device. So in order to get started with, all you have to do is download SureVideo. You can download SureVideo like any other application from the Play Store. You can search for SureVideo, and you can, kind of install it. Once you install it, you can, simply launch it. Like I've already installed SureVideo. It is lying right here. So once I enable it, once I launch it, see, the welcome screen will basically tell you about the digital signage solution. You can also use it as screensaver, and you can either have a quick setup by clicking on setup, or you can access the SureVideo settings. So for now, we will go to the quickest way. So we will click on setup, and the next page will give you the option to add a media file. So you can add, let's assume it will automatically detect the video. Right now I have a demo video here, so let me select that. And don't worry if there is no video locally present on the device. Of course, you have the option to stream YouTube video, but you can also upload a video using the upload function on this particular screen. You can use the FTP function to upload the videos on this particular device. And once you're done, you can just simply click on play, and you can click on launch. It will start playing the video, like you can see on the screen right now. You will have, if you see towards the bottom of the screen, there is a what is that called? You have a watermark. This can also be customized. You can change it if you would like. So now this is the SureVideo. This is the basic functionality about SureVideo. So if in case you want to run SureVideo in kiosk mode, or make any kind of customizable changes, and customize the overall screen and change how it looks and how it behaves, all you need to do is you have to click on the screen 5 times to launch the password prompt. This is basically the password prompt to go to the SureLock settings. And if you go to, and of course you can change it to 5. You might be wondering, oh my God, what if my user accidentally says 5 times? It will kind of launch the password prompt. You can of course change it. You can change it to 10, 20, or even 100, according to whatever you like. So once you enter the password, this is how the SureVideo settings would look like. The first thing you would do is, if in case you want to put it as a kiosk, you want to lock down the device to be used only to play videos, you can click on SureVideo Pro setting. We have the option to enable kiosk mode. So once you enable kiosk mode, you will have other options. Toward the bottom, you will see that you can disable status bar, you can hide bottom bar, you can disable bottom bar, you can even suppress power button, you can suppress system windows, so that the users will not have any option to get out of SureVideo. For now, we'll not enable this because we will be looking at other features as well. And of course, if you go to SureVideo setting, it will give you can see the options that we have. It is quite extensive. You can scale from how the videos should look like on the screen to if in case you want to put any kind of transition delay, if you want the users to increase the volume and decrease the volume on the screen, if you want a customized control panel or controls or media controls on the device, you can do that as well. And one very important, and you also have the option to have RSS feed on the bottom of the screen if in case you want to. And one very as we talked about use case scenarios, we talked about the education institute who give the learners the option to select the videos they want to play. We have something called album settings. If in case you enable the album settings, you can of course customize how it should look. what should be the layout, and whether there should be a wallpaper or no wallpaper. You can do all these things, and once you go back to the screen, the SureVideo screen, you see right now it is an album view. It lists out all the videos that you've allowed, and of course, don't worry about the watermark and the wallpaper. The backdrop can be changed according to however you want, and you can also change the watermark. So this is the basic functionality about SureVideo. Just few steps, and then your video, your tablet, your smartphones are locked, and then they can be used as digital signage solution anywhere, and and the users will not be able to use the device for anything else apart from watching the videos or selecting the videos and watching those videos. So this is what SureVideo is, and we forgot, we also talked about what else can you do with SureVideo, and in between we also talked about duplicating or cloning the device. So it is very easy. If in case you have 100 devices, you can just pick up one device out of those 100 devices. Kind of make the changes in the settings, configure it according to how you want. So once you feel, okay, this is the ideal configuration I want on the rest of the 999 devices or 99 devices. So you can simply click on import and export settings. So this option allows you to kind of export the settings that you have created on this particular device to cloud. Either you want to do it to a file or to cloud. Most of the people use cloud. So when you export it to cloud, it will give you the cloud ID. So you can export a setting to a new cloud ID. It will give you a cloud ID, and that cloud ID can be used. So you basically use that cloud ID to okay, so I'm sorry, I think that we exceeded the amount of cloud IDs, but there will be a cloud ID. All you can do is note down the cloud ID, and you can go to the other devices, go to the same feature, which is import and export, and you can import from cloud. You can just enter the cloud ID like you see on my screen right now. There is a cloud ID. You can simply enter the cloud ID or select the cloud ID, and you can import. So as soon as this is done, all the settings will be cloned from the gold device to the rest of the devices. But you have to make sure that those videos are present in the same location. So that is the only thing that you need to make sure. So these are the basic functionality about SureVideo. I can go on and talk about a lot of features, but I don't think such time will permit. So now we talked about SureVideo, we talked about digital signage solution using SureVideo. Now we're talking about how we're going to manage SureVideo. Like if in case you deploy a digital signage solution on a tablet using SureVideo, how are you going to manage it? So, and that's how SureMDM comes into the picture. SureMDM is the mobile device management solution that we have from 42 Gears. Let's look at SureMDM. So this is how SureMDM looks like. Before you go ahead and use SureMDM, all you have to do is register for a free trial, of course, and then on the device, like we downloaded SureVideo from the App Store. There is another, app called SureMDM Mix Agent. This is the Mix Agent for SureMDM. You can simply download it from our website, from Google Play Store. If in case you're using iOS, you can download it from App Store, and you can also download it from our website if you're using Windows Phone. So you can simply, once you download, you can simply launch it, and it will take you to a landing page. You can simply click on Get Started. So when you register for SureMDM online, there's a free trial for 30 days. You will be given an account ID. You can simply enter the account ID, which I will use my trial ID, which is 041737, and you can click on register. If in case there's a scan QR code, you can scan that as well. So once it's connected, it is connecting. So you have the option to set up the device name manually or use the IMEI number. For now, I will use probably SureVideo test and set up the device. Okay, so now it currently says offline because now it says online already because we have already entered the account details. So now once this is set up, we were just few steps, right? We were able to set up, SureMDM mix agent. Now all you need to do is the go to the console, SureMDM at .politicus.com console. Of course, when you register, you will get a user ID and password. You can log in. I'm using my webinar login for now. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so we will go to just. I'm sorry, it's taking some time. Okay, so this is how SureMDM looks like. You see that the tablet that we just registered, SureVideo test, is currently already available here. It talks about this is a Lenovo tablet, it's online, what is the battery, what was the last connected, and it gives you all the details about what is the battery level program, storage memory, and which network it is connected to, and so on. So using this interface, you can start managing SureVideo or the device which has SureVideo and SureMDM mixed agent installed. You can do a lot of things. You can do, you can locate it if in case you don't know where the device is. You can locate it on a map or real-time locate it on a map. You can remotely view the screen, what is happening on the screen, and remotely control it if you want. And then, of course, there are other functions. You can, of course, use SureVideo feature here and configure SureVideo remotely. You can view call logs if there are option to give call. For sure, this is not really needed, but you can log, you can lock it, you can wipe it. You can also see how much data is being used, and you can also control the data which will be used on this particular device. And of course, you can send messages and so on. So basically, you can do a lot of things. We will go to jobs to view more details about what and all can you do remotely on that particular device. So, there are a lot of other options listed, including Linux and Android Wear and Windows mobile phone and stuff. But we will look at Android for now. So these are the functions that you can remotely perform on that particular device, enrolled device, which has SureVideo installed, apart from just configuring SureVideo settings. You can also install application if in case you want certain application to be installed, which will support the digital signage device. You can do that. You can find transfer files. So you can, if in case you have a new video to play on the device, you can remotely send it across. You can send text messages if in case you want to run any custom run scripts commands. You can do that as well. You can remotely wipe the data. You can lock data. You can also change the NIC settings that we just set up. You can, and this is one of the important features a lot of the customers use. It's very, very useful when in case you have devices which are deployed in places where you do not have immediate access to, and also for the devices which has to run all the time. So for example, if you put a digital signage on in a public area and you want it to run all the time, but you have to make sure that the battery is connected, battery is there, the internet is there, and it's not being used, for other purpose. People are not fiddling with the device. You can use this function. Like for example, very simple, you can create a threshold for a battery. So if you specify 40% and you have to be notified, you will be notified every time it's 40%. You can connection policy if in case your device is not connected to internet for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or amount of how much ever you want to put, you will get a notification. You can also specify how much data to be used. If in case 1 MB is used and you want to get notified, you get those messages as well. And then when you get messages, when the SIM card is being fiddled with, people are trying to remove it, or people are trying to root the device, right? And then there are options to send alerts to different recipients. You can do that. So this is one of the features people use, our customers use extensively. And of course, there is SureVideo settings. You can locate it. There are security policies if in case you want to put passwords and stuff. You can configure Wi-Fi remotely. You can configure a telecom management policy. This is also very important. A lot of people use it now. in order to confine the users, or in order to make sure that data is used properly, or set a particular threshold for the data usage. So people use this option a lot. A lot of solutions do not offer this option, but for the SureMDM does. And of course, geofencing and time fencing and network fencing. This is also something very useful if in case you want to have an extended setup of digital signage solution on a mobile device. But for now, we will focus on SureVideo. So let's go back. So if in case, let's assume you have a new video and you want to send that video to to the device remotely, which is located miles away from you. So all you need to do is you need to create a file transfer job. When you click on file transfer, it will tell you to add a file. So you can browse a file which you want to kind of remotely send to the transfer to the device. And of course, you can also kind of let's do one thing. Let's send one file anyway. Just give me a second. Okay, so I think I kind of misplaced that file, but you can use this feature to kind of send a file to the device remotely. Very simple. You can just create this file, give a name to the job, and click on OK. It will save it as a job. And once you go home, all you can do is you can select the device. You can click on apply, and it will give you a list of video. Like for example, let's use the one which I've already created. A file transfer. It has a small video that I have created, so you can apply it, and it says it has been initiated, and towards the bottom it says that it is already applied to the device. And if you look at the device, it will always it will give you the details about whether it's picked up and applied. So that is how you transfer a file to a particular device. You can not only transfer a video, but you can transfer images or sound clips or any kind of file. So the second thing that we will look at is, just give me a second, we will look at how to configure the playlist. Okay. So now what we do is there is another option, jobs, or you can you can select a device, and I'm sorry, it's taking some time. Okay, so we will look at how we can transfer and configure the playlist on SureVideo. Okay, so what we need to do is just give me a second. Okay, so all we do is we select the device, right? And I'm sorry, the network seems to be really slow. So please bear with me. It's going to take a few more seconds. Okay, so apply. So what you can do is you can either go to apply or use the option here, SureVideo. When you click on SureVideo, it will give you a window. So it gives you the XML source view. All you need to do is make some changes accordingly. So I have made some changes. I have added a new video, and I've already created that XML and saved it here. So let me replace this with that code, and you can either save as job or you can apply. So save as job will be very helpful if in case you want to keep it as a job and then apply it to multiple devices at once. But for now, we just have one, so we will directly click on apply. And of course, it will ask for the password. This is nothing but the password of which for SureVideo settings. Remember, we entered 4 zeros and we tapped 5 times and entered 4 zeros, the default password. So that is the password. So click on apply. So if you look at the screen right now of SureVideo, you will see that there is one more. Okay, I'm sorry, just give me a second. So you will see on the screen, SureVideo screen, there is one more video which is there, on the SureVideo screen. You can click on and you can use it, or if in case it's not in the album mode, it will automatically start playing after the first video. So this is how you can manage. There are loads of other options that we can look at, but unfortunately, because of the time concern, these are the basic minimum, remote functions that we can talk about. And of course, with this, this is the end of the demo, and we do not have. This is all that we have right now. I don't see. Thank you for, and we come to the end of this session. So thank you for listening to me. I would like to move on to the question and answer session. I see there are a few questions there. Let me take you through them one at a time. And the first question I see is that what are the file formats SureVideo supports? It supports all file formats. And mostly anything available in the market right now. And also there is another thing about mass deployment. Yes, SureVideo. You can do mass deployment using SureVideo. We saw the cloud option, and of course, there's an option from SureMDM which you can use. And yeah, of course, we talked about. There's another question on Android TV sticks. Yes, we do and support Android TV sticks. It is it is considered as any other Android device, and you can use SureVideo to configure SureVideo and start using a digital signage solution. There's also another question, image file. Yes, it does support image file. When we're talking about SureVideo, we are talking about any kind of video file. We're talking about any kind of PNG, JPG. It supports all kind of image file, and of course the sounds as well, like MP3 and so on. Another question is there. I'm not too sure whether I understand this question, but if in case I can consider it, if in case I'm reading it properly, it talks about, is it easy to transfer from one account to another? Yes, it is very easy to transfer if in case you take a license for one device, and if in case you want not use it on a smartphone, but you want to use it on Android TV stick, yes, you can disable that license on that smartphone and you can use it on Android TV stick. I hope I answered that question. And this another one, which is, can it be used as a digital signage run on specific loop by schedule? Yes, if you go through the intricate features on SureVideo, if I would request you to download it and try look at the features. Yes, there are options to schedule for a specific playlist to play during certain time. Like for example, very clear example I generally give to our customers are one of our fast food giant. They have different videos to play at different times, because in the morning they want to play videos about breakfast, in the afternoon they want to play video about their lunch, and in the evening they want to play video about dinner. So yeah, we give them the option to configure each of these playlists for different timings so that they can accordingly play without having to have constant monitoring and changing of the playlist. Okay, so I have one more question on the demo account. I have the details with me. Unfortunately, I think the time is not permitting us to answer this question. Yes, but I will answer this question. It's a very simple one. Yes, we can send you a demo account to you if in case you can. We will have your email address and we will send it across to you. And there's another question about licenses. I think if in case you're talking about the current licenses which you already have with SureVideo, I would request you to get in touch with the technical support team or your sales account manager, who would be able to help you further. So I'm really sorry, because of the time concern, I would not be able to answer any more questions. But the planned time of the webinar is over, and if there are a few more questions I'm not able to answer, but I'll try to email the replies. Um, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to drop it in a mail at webinars@42case.com, or visit us at www.42case.com. So thank you so much, guys, for being on the call on webinar with me today. It was such a nice experience to be with you, and we would probably see you again. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Thank you so much.